So today we are doing a review of a little indie type film that I would put in the sort of horror thriller category called Strange Darling. This is the new Willa Fitzgerald film starring Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gulner. I'm reading off my laptop right now. If you don't want me to do that, please let me know in the comments below. What is this film about? Oh, sorry, it's also directed by JT Molnar. I don't really know JT Molnar, I'm afraid. But yeah, this is what is this film about? So it is. I'm not going to give too much away because it's. I'll just tell you how it opens, I guess, and it's set in lots of different chapters, but it's set non-chronologically. It's very Tarantino-esque, and it just opens with a girl driving a car, got blood down her face, and a guy chasing her in another car, and he shoots the car. The car sort of rolls over, she gets out and she runs away, and obviously the guy is chasing her with a gun. And this is like not chapter one, it starts with a different chapter. It tells you very clearly this is chapter 3 or chapter 4 or whatever. And then we go backwards and forwards, and we find out more and more and more and more. And I have to. What did I think of this film? I have to say it is great. It's really, really fun film. Strange Darling took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I thought, oh, this is going to be a fun sort of indie film. When it starts, you really do think, okay, we start in the middle of the action. Great. So let's see how's she going to get away. But the film subverts all your expectations. The more we learn, these characters are very complicated, interesting characters. They're not just two dimensional, you know, bad guy chasing a girl. It's very, very complicated characters, and they're really interesting to watch. And I love the way, like, this is one of those films where they've obviously thought very much about how they're going to unravel this story to you, how the story sort of unfolds. And the best way it unfolds is in this non-chronological order. It's in this different order. And that's incredible. You know, it's not like Memento where it's just all backwards or whatever. It's jumping around, like more like Pulp Fiction, very Tarantino-esque. I know lots of people have been saying that. I think some films the storyline is told better in that order, in whatever order that they've decided to sort of unravel this story to you, unfold this story to you. I think it's really twisted, it's gory, it's scary, it's, just there's lots of blood and it's fun. I love those type of films. What can I say? There is one sort of part. This isn't. I don't think this is too much of a spoiler. If you want to know nothing about the film, which I actually do recommend, just know nothing about it, then I recommend it. Go and watch it. End of review. If you want to know, I'm not going to give any like big spoilers, but yeah, turn it off now if you don't want any. But I'm going to talk about this scene where this girl is potentially gonna have sex with this guy, and we see her getting choked by him, right? And it's really interestingly done in this film because I myself have dated someone who enjoys being choked and spat at and stuff, and that honestly it doesn't come natural to me. Um, Obviously, in fact, I would never kink shame anyone, but if if you really do get pleasure from choking and spitting on someone who you love, um, I would say that's a scary scary kink to have. I'm not kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming. As long as there's consent, it's fine, right? But damn, imagine having that proclivity to want to do that. I mean, I don't have it. So anyway, so it's unnatural to me to do it, even in like a, you know, sort of sexual playing a character kind of way. Like it's just not natural at all. And you can kind of get the sense for the character in this film, is it natural to him? He seems a little bit awkward. She wants it. And what is it about? What is it about that? Because I think a lot of people do enjoy that autoerotic asphyxiation, whatever it's called, like the lack of oxygen might make an orgasm stronger, maybe. And then even beyond that, the idea of being a little bit in danger, or the idea of being controlled by someone, some people find very, very, very sexual and sexy. And it's really interesting because in this film, that has all the gore and has all the scariness and all the violence you could wish for, when it comes to this, there's very specific consent given. And they're very, very adult about it and sensible about it. There are, there is what's the word, like a code word or whatever it's called, the danger word, the safe word, maybe that's what it should be called. If let me know if because obviously you want to feel like, if you're into that, you want to feel a little bit in danger. You want to feel a little bit like you have no control in this situation. If you want to sort of get choked and sort of, you have to give your consent. That's important, but you're giving your consent. But if you really want to fulfill your sexual sort of fantasy, you've got to feel that someone's got power over you. And I guess maybe the act of giving consent might remove that a little bit. So giving your consent to it might dampen the sexualness of it, because I suppose part of the experience that they find really exciting is the danger and the lack of control that you've got. And but it is so important to give consent. Like, that's super important in these types of situations. You've got to be able to feel completely safe enough with your partner to talk about things and be like, yeah, I feel safe enough with you to be able to talk and convey my wants and urges. But like, what an odd dichotomy, right? You want to feel safe enough with someone to allow them to make you feel a little bit in danger. What an interesting thing to explore. And this film, like I say, that has all the gore and the violence and sort of evilness that you could want. But when it comes to this, they've got their safe words, they've got consent, and it's very important that they have this, and it's explicitly said in the film. And I just think, cool, like, that's really awesome to have that scene in this film that has this moment between these two characters. And we know lots about these two characters by this point. We know where it's sort of heading, because the chapters are all out of order. And I just find that really refreshing, really fun to see them talk about it beforehand and after. And yeah, what a great scene to watch. I really, really, really rated this film. I recommend it. Go and watch it. It feels like it could be almost like an origin story for some sort of Harley Quinn style supervillain, because she's so mad, she's so like eccentric and complicated, and yeah, very, very, very fun to watch. So I recommend this film a lot. So have fun. I've said the things that I was going to say about it, and I think we got through it just about.